So a lot of people ask me, how did I get into this industry of life care planning? That's a good question. It's kind of a long answer. I came into the field of life care planning after being in case management. I kind of did things a little bit differently. One of the things that I always wanted to do growing up, two things. Two things I always wanted to do was own my own business and be a nurse. You know, that's just not something that you do together. You own your own business as a nurse. I come from a family with a lot of nurses, and so the last thing that my family wanted was another nurse. Oh no, you cannot be a nurse. We have too many nurses. And a lot of my family members worked in the hospital, and so it was very common for my family members who were nurses to be at the dinner table at Christmas time, or us to have Christmas early or the day before, because we had to work around their schedules. And so they would be at our dinner table in their nursing uniforms, gobble food down, hurry off, and work. So what I saw as my family members worked long hours, weekends, and holidays. But what I did see is the love and the passion that they had for caring for others. And that was what I gravitated to, was caring for others. My family didn't want me to be a nurse or work in the medical field, is because they knew this would be long hours, this would be holidays and weekends, and the pay wasn't that great. The emotional reward that you receive was great, but did it really outweigh the physical risks that were there? When I graduated from high school and decided to go to college, it wasn't a matter of whether or not I was going to college, but where I would go to college. I decided to major in business and do something that was also near and dear to my heart, which was psychology counseling. Once I graduated with an undergraduate degree with a double major in business administration and psychology counseling, I knew I wanted to go into grad school. I definitely knew I wanted a master's degree. Wasn't quite sure what. I opted to look at psychology counseling, but what really piqued my interest and my passion was rehabilitation counseling. I graduated with a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling and went into the rehab counseling field as a CRC, a certified rehabilitation counselor, and also newly married. And one of the things that I realized was that I was involved with quite a bit of medical cases and not a whole lot of medical knowledge or background. Well, one of the things that my husband said is, if you want to go to nursing school, go. Don't let anybody stop you. And so I did. I ended up with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and furthered my career in rehab counseling and in case management, and ended up working with catastrophic cases. My background in nursing was not in the hospitals. It was with insurance industries. It was with employers. It was with attorneys, working with folks who had been injured on the job. And the motto was get them better and back to work. And if they could not go back to work, then what kind of lifestyle would they have? Could they be a productive member of society, or what would be their interest in their lifestyles? So catastrophic case management was something that I really loved and enjoyed to do, and worked my way up in the corporate industry as a manager, a supervisor, and also manager of particular districts and regions. We were very successful, met our quotas and our goals. And what I realized is, if I could do this for a corporation and make money, why couldn't I do this by myself, meaning have my own business? So in the early 2000s, I started my own company. There you have it, a nurse owning and operating her own business. So my dreams as a young person actually came true. They were fulfilled in having my own business, owning and operating my own business, but also being a nurse.